Cheers. Cheers, Dex.
Aww.
So, Anna.
I got us some cool glasses this time, but unfortunately Laura snatched one. So you've got half a wine glass today.
I think that just means that I'm not allowed to put it down and I've got to drink it really quickly. So, yeah, pretty much some's my cup does that actually.
I know, isn't it awful?
Never mind.
Never mind. So this is our second podcast.
Yay!
How exciting.
We're back.
We're back for round 2. But these are just our own opinions. They might be completely wrong, they might be right, but they are just our own.
We just want to put it out there. No one come for us. This is just us being natural, no filter. Nothing that we say is right or wrong. It's just our personal opinions and experiences. So
yeah,
there we go.
So there we go. We'll go back. So this week we thought we'd talk about our icks, our likes, our dislikes. A bit about the industry, our likes within the industry.
Should we talk about your good news first?
Yes, I've got some very good news. I'm getting married. So I finally booked my wedding at the Crab and Lobster. So that will be in 2026. So how exciting.
So exciting.
Yeah, so exciting. So that's really nice. So congratulations to me.
Congratulations to me.
I never thought I'd get here.
You and Baxter.
I'm Baxter. It's my day. It's my day. Never thought I'd make it. It's all about me.
I do feel like it is all about the girls.
It's all about me.
Like,
I like to think it.
Men are not arse at all, are they?
Oh no. He said last night in bed, he said, alright, well that's it then. We filled the rooms, we've booked the venue. It's done, we don't need to do anything else. I said, well, about all the other little bits? And he said, alright, well, I'll just show up on day. And I thought, no, you won't.
I like that though, because I'm a control freak, so and to be fair, a lot of people might not know this, but I was due to get married 10 years ago. Sorry, I'm totally stealing your limelight there. Sorry.
I think
let's just bring the mood right back down.
I think you have told me about that.
No, I don't feel like a lot of people know. Like, well, we've not known each other that long, have we? So
no, but I'm sure we've talked about it.
Yeah. So I was due to get married. We had the wedding booked. All like deposits and everything were down. I even bought my dress. I had my dress.
Oh no.
Well, I half had it because I'd half paid for it. And yeah, he cheated on me and left me for someone in the gym, basically.
No, he didn't.
Married her.
Did you all go in the same gym?
Yeah. I knew her. I wasn't friends with her, but I knew her. I let him train with her. I knew that they were training together.
Right.
And I just kind of let him because I trusted him.
Yeah.
And
how did you find out?
As
if she was going to the gym.
Proper long story, but yeah, I found out basically.
Being nice with you. When you knew you were probably talking to her about, oh my god, yeah, I've just got my dress and it's all very exciting.
Wasn't that close to her, but she definitely knew all that and she knew me in the gym. But yeah, this happened in the October. We were getting married in July and he left me and he married her in the January.
No.
It's proper Jeremy Kyle shit, that, isn't it?
Oh.
So it's put me on.
I don't think I could laugh at that. That's awful.
I know, it's proper put me off marriage, I think. I've always said now, because that's why I brought it up, because the control freak thing. I did turn into a bit of a bridezilla and I was like, I want this, I want that. And I think, because I never thought I'd get married, I wanted to I wanted the best of everything.
Well, do you
know, I lost it.
Yeah, because I've always been like, well, if I ever get married, I'm not bothered. I don't want to spend all that money. I'd rather have a really nice house.
And then you turn into this wedding freak.
I went to the Normans was the first viewing, and then straight away I was like, no, this is it. This is where I'm getting married. I want a massive wedding. Right? Who can we invite? How many people can we invite? I need the cake. I need the decorations.
I want the best of everything.
Look at that. I need greenery everywhere.
You do though, and it's exciting.
Yeah, but I literally went from not bothered about a wedding to right, this is it, we're having the biggest day. But we're not now, it won't be a massive day. But
yeah, but it'll still be amazing, like all the little things that you do, like you mentioned you're going to have a band and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous venue.
Let's end that bit of the conversation on a high.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
So depressing.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
I bet so many girls have been through that.
Oh,
it's
100%.
Having the dress. What did you do? You didn't pick the dress up
So I bought the dress. The dress was like $3,000.
And it's having to ring up and then cancel.
Oh, I had to do it all as well. It was horrendous.
What were they like when you rang up?
It's weird. I can't even really. I remember certain things of like what I went through, but all I remember was my sister was like, she didn't want me to be with him anyway. She hated him, and I think she was sort of slightly relieved when it all happened, which is like a double-edged sword, because obviously I was heartbroken. And everyone said to me at the time, they were like, look, at least you didn't marry him and then he turned out to be that way.
Yeah.
And at the time, I could not see that, and I was so heartbroken. And now I look back and I think, yeah, thank God I didn't marry him, because if I do marry someone one day, which is a big if, I do want it to just be one person. I don't want to get divorced. Like, let's not say that word, but you do. And I just think if I had married him, that would have been on the cards because
that's awful.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that happened.
Thanks, babe. But I'm so glad that you're happy ending.
So it's all good.
Yeah, he's the man in my life.
With that, shall we talk about your dating story from
fucking
last
hell,
week?
do we have to?
Yes, we have to.
Let's actually, because again, I think it's the story of my life. I've just got so many good stories. I say they're good, but I don't know if they're good. Like, the car crash that is my life. So, but you were involved in this, which makes it even better. Good boy.
So
come on, baby. So, yeah, I was on the dating sites. It was Bumble. I was on Bumble and Tinder at the time. No, Dexy. We're not doing that. I was on both of them, and everyone knows about this, even my clients, because I do talk about it a lot. Because I'm like, is it just me, or is this dating?
It's
like,
dating
and it's dating.
Yeah,
it is dating. I'm like, it's not just me, is it?
No.
Because a few of my friends are. What's that doing? Yeah, a few of my friends are single, and they say exactly the same. So anyway, I'd had enough, because I was just getting message after message, and I mean message after message. There wasn't one nice message of. One guy messaged me and he was like, oh, what are you up to? And we'd not even really spoke that much. I don't even think he knew what I did for a living or anything.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I'm just on the sofa watching TV with Dex. And he was like, oh, if I was next to you, I'd slip it in.
Do you know what it is, though?
And I was like, on what fucking planet would you say that as like an opening line to someone?
But do some women give something back to that, because they have to?
They must do.
Otherwise, they wouldn't repeatedly say it. At least go about it as like, and try and be nice first, and then
just be a fraudster. I'd rather you do that.
Yeah, but it is literally like that.
So I'd had enough at that point, and I'd matched with this guy, and I was like, oh my God, he's a bit of me. Like, everyone knows my type is like, I like this sort of Jesus look, long hair, Aquaman, basically, Jason Momoa, and I love that like Samoan, like Asian, Filipino, like that's what I like.
Yeah.
And this guy popped up and I was like, he's really nice. I matched with him and I just messaged him. I said, look, I am coming off the site.
If anything, he looked like he was a catfish, really.
He did, and I thought that, didn't I, at first?
Yeah.
Which is, I'll get onto it, but so yeah, I was like, here's my number, message me if you want to talk, I'm coming off. Anyway, he did, and I didn't message him back. I left it a couple of weeks, because I was in you get to this point, right, with dating and the dating sites, where you get this almost, you're just done with it. Like, I'm like, don't want to see anyone, don't want to talk to anyone, I'm done. And then 2 weeks later, I'm back on Tinder. Like, I need to find myself a man.
Yeah.
So, a couple of weeks later, I was like, what a dick move. Like, if someone did that to me, I'd be really pissed off. And I'm forever going on about that. So I thought,
you do, yeah.
I do. I thought I've got to practice what I preach. So I owe him an apology. So I messaged him. It was like Sunday, lonely day if you're single. Lonely day. I thought, I'll just message him. Because there was no one else on the scene.
Yeah.
Thought I'll give him an apology, which I did. I said, look, I need to practice what I preach, and I'm really sorry. I don't even expect you to reply. I did. And he replied, and we got talking. It was really nice. He was saying all the right things, which when someone does that, now I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
So I'd kind of said a couple of things, and then he videoed me. He videoed himself.
Yeah, when you sent me that, at first it was like, oh, he seems really nice. But then actually, I was thinking, talk about Icks, cringe.
It's like an interview, wasn't it?
He literally sat there on the camera and was like, I totally know what you mean, Laura, and I really, really appreciate that message, while looking at himself and pouting in the camera.
But then I was like, oh, well, he said my name, so he's, because I've been catfished before, and I've told him that. So I thought, oh, this guy's listening. Like, he's listened to me saying I've been catfished, so he's doing the video to prove and to put me at ease. When actually,
he loves himself.
He just loved himself.
Look at me, yeah.
So then, what happened from there? So we got talking, and he said, are you free Tuesday for a date? And I was like, yeah, I am actually. And he's the first person in a long time that I've got excited about.
And I was excited.
Yeah, so then you were the only person I messaged, because again, I don't really tend to tell people about what's going on.
Oh, thank God you did.
Until I've then got a story after it's happened.
Yeah.
But, so I messaged you, didn't I, and said, I'm just going on this date, this is the guy, and this is, I think, did I say where I was going? Anyway, it was just to tell someone what I was doing, basically.
Yeah.
And you were like,
I just recognised
this guy.
And I don't know where from. Anyway, I thought, right, okay, let me just
You went off and did your digging.
Yeah,
I went and met him.
Yeah, I went, let me check on these Facebook groups. So,
which I didn't even know existed, by the way, but thank you.
Yeah, well, everyone in Yorkshire, single women, need to know about these, and if you don't, get yourself on them. So on Facebook, there's there's a couple of groups. I don't know if I should really say what they are or not.
No, maybe not, because if the guys get wind of it.
Yeah. So a couple of groups, ladies, if you want to know what they are,
messages.
Direct message me, I will tell you. And basically, it's like someone will put on, right, gonna go on a date with this guy off this app. Throw a picture on them, and then it will say, and there's one for Leeds, one for York, one for North Yorkshire.
It's actually, I think it's more aimed at protection for women. So there's any stories on males that are sort of outed, if you like, on there, it's because they've been violent or like they're jealous, possessive, all that. So there is a reason behind it. It's just to make sure, if they're married or whatever, they're having affairs.
Yeah.
So it is to protect women. That's the purpose of the groups, isn't it? It's not to just sit and bitch about guys.
No.
Like, there is a serious sort of meaning behind it.
Yeah, it's not. It can be a little bit like that, but it's not really. So you put a picture of them on, and it'll normally say any tea, and then women will start commenting on it. There's so many members of these groups basically saying, I've been on a date with him, and this, and this happened. Or, to be fair, a lot of them are like, I used to go out with this guy, really, really nice guy, nothing to worry about, or I used to go to school with him, and
Yeah.
Anyway, and I thought I recognise him, so there I was, typing his name in the search bar. Post after post after post.
And it wasn't just one girl, was it? It was multiple.
Several posts of him.
Yeah.
Kinky boots. Has he asked you to wear the kinky boots? Do not go on a date with him. He's like this, he's like that.
He's possessive, he's a stalker.
But it was the boots that he's boosting, and then I said to you,
I said to you, didn't
copying you about the boots.
And I was literally going on the date. I was going on the date. Like, it was in the space of an hour or something, wasn't it?
Yes, I was like, do not go. But then I said, well, if you want to go, go.
But I went,
let me know where you're going.
I am. But you know what? I don't even know why I went. I think because I got so excited about it, and I'm quite a stubborn bitch as well.
But by this point, you're thinking, right, what am I going to wear? I'll get in the shower, I'll do my hair, I'm excited.
Yeah.
And you have Dex, someone looking after Dex and everything.
And I got there, so it gets even better, to be fair.
Oh, it's so funny.
I got there half an hour early. And
did he ask you to wear boots on the date or not?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
So he'd mentioned the thigh-high boots quite a few times to me. And on the day of the date, he'd said about me turning up in thigh-high boots or 5-inch heels. And I was like, listen, I ain't being funny, but I'm 5'11". I don't wear 5-inch heels at the best of times. I certainly wouldn't wear them to a first date.
Yeah, because some women had said, he
sent them to the work or something, didn't he?
Yeah, and then he said, I hope you're going to wear them boots again or something. And then if they said, no, it's a bit cold, I'll probably just put my trainers on, then he'd be really funny about it.
Yeah, like getting really aggy.
Yeah.
So I'd said to him, listen, is it a deal breaker, these boots? Because I did say, is it a deal breaker, these thigh-high boots? Because you seem to be mentioning it quite a bit. And he was like, what did he say? He said, I have mentioned them quite a lot, you're right. However, why are you only bringing it up on the day of the date? And I was like, so that was the first thing. And then obviously you said all that. Went to meet him. I turned up really early because it was Leeds, so I got there really early. And
was it a local pub or what was it that you went to? Was it a bar?
It was one that I'd chosen actually. It was near Roundhay because I thought Roundhay is quite nice. So.
Yeah.
But it was quiet. It was like 2 PM or whatever. And the woman had put us right in the doorway, and I said, do you mind, can we go somewhere a bit more private? She was like, you want a date? I was like, yeah. She's like, is it a first date? I was like, yeah.
Oh.
She said, are you nervous? I was like, yeah, I am a it actually. She was like, well, if you have any issues, I mean, she must have had some sort of omen. She went, if you have any issues and we're in the area, just rub your left ear. I was like, is that like a thing? Is that like an Asking Angela thing or what? Anyway, I found it not funny, but she was really young. And I think because I'm older, I found it quite endearing, like it was sweet. Anyway, he walks in, he's wearing a fur coat.
What sort of a
Which,
fur coat?
don't get me wrong, guys, for their fashion and all that, fine. I'm not going to diss him for, I am going to diss him for wearing a fur coat. It was a bit weird.
What was the fur coat?
It was
like?
just a
massive,
massive
like...
big fur coat. Like that Macklemore guy in that video.
No.
It was like that, and I was like, okay.
Right.
So, it looked really different to his video. It looked I'll get onto it in a minute, but I'm looking at him thinking, you've definitely had Botox, which again, guys, totally fine. I'm all for it with guys. My ex, I used to say, might need a little bit of Botox.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just soften your lines out a bit.
Extra as a Botox.
Totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine, but it went beyond that, and I thought, right, I'm going to approach the conversation. So it started off, I told him what had happened when I came in.
Yeah.
And he went mental. He was like, well, I don't really like people knowing my business.
And how was that?
He was so aggy. He was like, well, every time they come over, I just feel like they're going to be listening to our conversation. And I was like,
but
well,
do you know, like,
there would have been anyway. Why are you so bothered?
Yeah, and
we're not talking about how dodgy.
You've just met somebody for the first time. Even if you thought that, you'd laugh it off like, oh, bless her, that's funny, you know?
Yeah, don't you want me to feel comfortable on a first date with you? Anyway, that was the next thing. And then, so we're talking, and I said, oh, I don't want you to think, I don't want to offend you or anything, but have you had a little bit of Botox? Because this was the other thing. He told me he was 44. He wasn't 44.
How old was he?
He was 34.
He was 34?
Yeah. The girls in all the groups were saying that for some reason he puts that he's older to attract older women. Anyway.
I thought he was saying, because one of the posts said something along the lines like, you're 30, like you're the other way around. You're 44, not something.
Yeah, well, all his other profiles, because I came across him on, was it Tinder? And it was 34. I don't know. Anyway, either way, he's fucking lied about it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I said about Botox. A little bit of Botox. He went, yeah, and the rest. Like, really cocky. And I was like, oh, what else have you had done? And I'm looking at him thinking, I know exactly what you've had done, but you're going to tell me.
What
he says, I've had about, he started going on about, he's got an aesthetics practitioner, which is great. But he's had his lips done, he's basically had about 10 mil of filler. And he said, I've had filler in my lips, filler in my jaw, filler in my cheeks. And I'm sat there thinking, and again, guys, I'm all for like tweakments with guys, but I could see it when he walked in. He was like
it looks,
a Ken doll.
Yeah. And the problem is like men's filler has to be done a very certain way, because if you have too much in, you've got these massive cheeks, massive jaw, where you can tell, oh, he doesn't look really something amazing. He's full of filler.
And you could totally tell.
So he didn't look great.
No. Anyway,
could you not tell him them pictures?
Day went on. When I look back. Was it you or someone else said, oh, he's got really big lips? And I thought, oh, maybe he's just blessed. I did think that. I thought maybe he's just blessed, because some people are, aren't they?
Yeah.
But, so the date went on. A few more things happened after that. I had my phone up like this. And
yes!
Yeah. So one of my customers messaged me, and it was Guy. And it even had, like, after it, skin, for instance. So it was quite clearly, and it popped up, and he went, I said, oh, sorry about that. I apologised, and I put my phone away, because that is quite rude. And he said, oh, don't let me stop you from replying to Craig. But really aggy, and I was like, oh,
you have just
God,
met
honestly, like, seriously, is there any need? Let that slide. I'm thinking, oh, I just want to get out of here now, really.
And also, I really just wanted to come here and have a nice time.
Yeah, I just wanted some fish and chips and
red flags.
Yeah. Then what was the next thing? Oh, so we got on to talking about, he started going on about his aesthetics practitioner. By the way, the guy did not ask me really one question about myself the whole day. He just spoke about himself the whole time, which like, you know, you only ever get something off with someone if it's back and forth.
Yeah,
like, I don't need to talk about
ask
me,
the
but
questions.
yeah, like, if
have
I
you
say,
had any aesthetics?
Yeah, or
anything in response?
Anything. Anyway, he goes, and we got on to my job, and I said, I think I said something like, oh, don't worry.
Hilarious.
Technical issues.
Technical issues, we're back.
We're back.
Amateurs again.
Oh well.
We are going to have all the good stuff, hopefully by the next one.
I feel like we're just going to iron it all out eventually, aren't we? We're not going to go balls deep and be amazing straight away, so bear with us.
Yes.
Come along for the ride, it's all good. So yeah, where was that? Third thing, that was it. So we got, because I was asking him about his stuff and that, I said, oh, like, it's fine, don't worry, I get loads of male clients, which I do, I feel like I've got a few now. And he was like, well, what treatments do they have? I was like, facials. He was like, no, they want to fuck you. And I was like, well, I hope not, because half of them are like my clients' fellas and husbands, and like even Baxter's been.
Oh yeah, I loved his facial.
I was like, no, I'm not having that. So I think part of me wanted to go, oh, whatever, and then being the stubborn bitch that I am, I was like, I disagree with that.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
I'd have just thought, right, I'll just have said, yeah, all right, and then just let me get out of here as soon as possible.
But I think because of the backstory and everything I knew, I thought, I'm going to try and bring you down and peg on to
Yeah, well done.
Not only that, like, he obviously thinks that his way or no way or whatever, and I've had it before. I've been in relationships with people like that before, and it's not a good sign. It's that jealous, possessive.
And this is
crazy. But he's allowed to do what he wants.
For a first date.
First date? The whole time I'm thinking, who is this guy? Like, I've literally just met you.
Yeah.
So, anyway, the date ended, and he actually said that he really liked me. I thought, fuck, do you even know anything about me?
Oh, no.
So, we go to the car park, and at this point, it was like, do you know what? I've never felt unsafe on a date, but I wouldn't say I felt unsafe. I did just feel on edge a little bit, because we got to the car park and it was really dark and there was no one around.
What time did you leave?
We'd been there a couple of hours, so because I got there early, I think I was meeting him at 3 or 4. Anyway,
I'd have been hammered by the time he showed up.
Yeah, well, I did have a couple of glasses.
Yeah.
And he went to kiss me. So he kissed me. I thought I don't want to pull back, because I felt a bit in a vulnerable.
Did he try to stick his tongue
position? No, it was just like a
peck. With his lovely.
And do you know what he said to me?
Blessed lips.
Do you know what he said to me after we finished kissing? He went, "How does it feel to kiss a guy with a lip filler?" I was like,
No, he did not.
I was like, who says
No, he didn't.
He loved the fact that he was like, he loved it. Like, he wanted to tell everyone. He was very proud of it, and I was like, well, it's definitely a first from what I know anyway.
Oh my god, no. What did he respond?
What did I
him, yeah.
Yeah, and then I got...
What did it feel like kissing a man with lip filler?
It just felt like, I just normal, like any guy that's got nice lips.
Oh, right, okay.
Which is good, because I think, I wouldn't
what about me?
Literally, I wouldn't want it to feel minging every time someone kisses you.
Yeah.
So I got home, drove home, and I had a message on my phone when I got in saying that he wanted to see me again. I was like, I messaged you, I think.
You did so well with this. So well. I was waiting for him to respond, even though it was a very nice message, which I'm sure you'll see in a minute, but with abuse.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Yeah, and he didn't, did he though?
I think that's why I worded it
sort of.
the way that I did. So I was really, it was a bit of a shit sandwich, wasn't it? It was opening you had a really nice day. However, I don't feel like our energies matched. You're a lovely guy.
What did he? Oh no, you've missed
what
a bit.
Bit have I missed out?
When he first messaged, he didn't say anything like that. He put, I wish we could be kissing all night or something.
And
do you want to kiss me again? And then you ignored it, and he was like,
he replied to his own comment and put and loads of question marks. I was like, fuck me, I've literally
sorry, our
just
energies don't match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm alright, thanks.
Oh my God.
So that's when I was like, I just said to him when I got in, I've just got in, I'm just going to do my diary because I've had a few like appointment requests and stuff. I'll get back to you in a bit, but ignored the bit about the kissing.
Yeah.
And then he replied straight away and I just thought, oh, go away.
Yeah.
So it was a shit sandwich. I was very polite and nice to him, but then said, it's a no from me, basically. All the best. And what did he put?
Like,
wow, okay. I wasn't
wow.
expecting that.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's probably one of them guys that gets what he wants most of the time. Well, maybe he don't because he's single, but yeah, so that's this week's dating story. Tune in for next week.
Yes, we'll see how next week
Jokes,
goes.
but fucking hell, honestly.
So if anybody has a recommendation, a brother,
I've had this before as well. People
who
trying to set me up.
would love to date lovely Laura, please message on request. We can always also, I think maybe we should do one where we send you on dates. We pick someone.
Blind date.
Talk about it. On here, we're going to go out with this guy this week.
God.
You're going here, you're going here. Send you on the date, then get the feedback on the next episode.
Brilliant.
That would be great. So any recommendations for our lovely Laura?
I've applied for Married at First Sight, so...
Have you?
Yeah, I
oh my God,
applied...
you know what else we haven't talked about?
What?
Take Me Out Star.
Oh God, I'm like a serial dating show person. I'm so desperate. I am desperate. I'm 46.
No, you're
and
not.
I don't want to be on my own forever.
Do you know what makes me laugh about Married at First Sight? So
I fucking love it.
I love it.
I love it.
But me and Baxter watch it every night, and at the end of every episode,
guys love it, don't they?
Oh yeah, like last night. Is it Kieran? You know the one with the guitar?
The one that was crying in the corner
was
with his
crying
wine.
in the corner, and it was all like that. And then at the end, and then straight after it goes, if you want to come on Married at First Sight, please apply with this number and email. And you just think, why would I ever want to go on that after watching the hysterics that is in?
But you're not single. You've not exhausted every avenue on this fucking planet to get yourself a man.
Oh my God, I hope
I've applied before though, and I didn't get on. And I didn't get on.
Do you have to do a video or what?
I didn't get on the other one as well. What's the other one called that I applied for?
Do you know what
Love is Blind.
Do you know what I got asked to go on?
Go on. Naked Attraction.
No.
I got asked to go on there.
Oh no.
Have to take me out. I fucking dare.
Love Island.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it?
I was a lot younger at the time than I am now, and I was like Instagramming all the time, and then I got a message off Channel 4 on Instagram saying, do you want to come on? Will you do a video recording? Oh no, we want to talk to you about a TV show, would you like to ring us for more information? So I thought, well, okay, I'll ring him. So I rang them, and then they said, would you be interested in going on Love Island? We're going to send you a link. Please, can you send us a video of yourself and And then off the back of that, then they gave me a phone call and said, would you come for another interview?
Oh, you've got to go for a million interviews. It's mental.
Anyway, my life would have been that I love my life, but imagine how different it would be. And I'm sure it was the one where Chris and Ken won that year and all that. It was years ago. And well, I was dating this guy, right, and I just started, and do you know what is so gutting, right? I thought he was the bee's knees. I absolutely I just really fancied him, and everything was going really well, and it was this is so much fun, and then it was so weird, right? And everything was going great with him. Anyway,
so did you sack Married at First Sight off? Or?
Love Island.
Love Island.
It was Love Island that rang me. I was so excited.
I wouldn't have sacked it
That's
off.
My claim to fame.
I would have been like, you dumped him off, see you later.
Yeah, it was stupid.
That is exactly why I'm single.
No. But yeah, so it'd be so good if you get Married at First Sight.
I won't though.
That'd be absolutely
Dex was in my audition tape though.
What did you say on your audition tape?
I just said I was desperate and I need their help. Otherwise I'm gonna die a single, lonely.
I would love to watch you on that because you would be brilliant. I just hope that you'd actually get a nice guy. And
say that, but when I went on Take Me Out, I was totally not myself. Hard, because I feel like I swear a lot, which you've probably gathered already. And I feel like my humour's quite crude.
Do you?
It is, normally. And every time Paddy came over to talk to me, you're obviously briefed on stuff you're told what not to say.
Are you told what the questions are going to ask you?
No.
Because you've got to be quick.
Oh yeah, no, it's all live. You've got to be on it. None of that's pre-done or anything.
No way.
And every time I saw him walking in my direction, I'd be like, go away, please don't come talk to me. Please. I'd be like, don't talk to me. And then he talks to me, I'd be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, we need to rewatch your
I'm not gonna tell you to go and watch it, but if you have seen it or you do watch it, you will totally see that I'm like a totally different person.
But also, you are so brave for doing that. Like,
it was out of my comfort zone massively. Yeah,
fantastic. Did you go on a date with anyone?
No, that's got to be my number one asked question, and it just kills a little bit of me inside when people ask it, because I'm like, no one wanted me.
Did you ever get to the last two? Did you ever leave it?
I was love at first sight twice though, and then they heard me speak and switched me off.
No.
Something happened, because I was love at first sight, and then they bloody turned me out. Like,
what?
Yeah, it's them dulcet Yorkshire tones, isn't it? It's not for everyone.
We love the Yorkshire girls.
I love these glasses.
I know, they're cute, aren't they?
Even though mine's broke.
Yeah, never mind. You have to make it, like, take the bottom off and make it into a coffee mug or something. So, likes and dislikes.
Oh God, where do we start?
Icks.
Icks.
So let's go with that. Should we talk about something beauty quickly? Let's do some likes dislikes.
Yeah, the reason we actually started this podcast.
Yeah, because we've not done anything yet in this one to do with the beauty industry. So, likes and dislikes. So we were talking about earlier before we came about with all the girls in the beauty industry.
Yeah.
I don't really know any guys other than my hairdressers.
Yeah, I know one skin guy, but obviously they're in the minority, aren't they? There's not many of them.
So we are all, everybody's very friendly.
I think from my point of view, because I've been in the industry less time than you, when I first came in and I had people like come into me that were from the industry, or like even had them, like yourself, for instance, and then other girls as well, I was really sceptical at first. I was like, why are they booking in with me? Like,
what, thinking that we were like,
are they trying to spy on me? Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite like that anyway, unfortunately, from like past experiences. I don't easily trust people.
And especially when you think of the beauty industry.
I've never worked in beauty before, so for me, and this is the whole reason I didn't go to a salon, because I have this misconception, because I do think it's a misconception now, having worked in the industry, that it's quite bitchy and quite competitive.
That's the reason I've never been in a salon either.
Yeah.
I've never ever wanted to work with any other girls in a salon environment.
Because of that.
I don't know if it's right or not. But
yeah.
That is exactly what I think. Oh, what a disaster it'd be. I feel like it'd be me back at school again.
Yeah. And
coming into work, and then maybe a couple of them, something's happened, and then they're not talking to you, and oh God, I don't like
100%.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to get out of sales, because I didn't like that part. There was a lot that I loved about my old job, I won't lie, but didn't like all that, you know. And anyway, so yeah, I was very skeptical of that at first, and then like I've been through quite a lot, and I'm very honest on my Instagram, and I post about it quite a lot if and when I'm struggling. And the responses and the amount of people from the industry and others as well, obviously, but from the industry has been amazing. I'm fiddling with my chin because I've got that one wiry hair coming through. And
do you need it pulling out?
It's annoying me.
Sorry. I hope you can't just keep all these lights on you.
It's that, like, you know, it's that stunty, stubbly bit where it just starts coming back through, and you're like, oh,
I've never had one of them.
All right, okay, but you're young, aren't you? It starts in like your late 30s. So good.
I'm not looking
look.
forward to that.
Enjoy.
I do put my mum, tweeze my mum's out. Constantly.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Get me under that light. I can't see anymore. Pull them out. I don't want any wiry hairs.
They're awful, aren't they?
Oh God.
But yeah, so I've learned that over the last 2 years that, and even you, like, we've become friends and stuff, but that mental breakdown I had a few months ago, like, other people won't know about this, but was you here for a treatment? And you walked in and I just started bawling my eyes out.
It's awful though when you feel like that though, isn't it?
Awful. But you were like, let's sit down, let's brainstorm, we'll make a plan.
About what we're gonna do.
Honestly, that day, literally, even that week, that proper saved me.
Yeah, but straight away did a few things. Yeah, because everyone's been there and had different experiences, especially setting up in beauty about what to do. When we were in COVID, the first thing that I did was, because everybody, I feel like COVID did bring a lot more people together, because it was probably a little bit like that. And then when COVID hit, I made a WhatsApp group, and every single girl that I could find that did eyelashes, because I only did eyelashes and some permanent makeup at the time, I got the number and added us all into a WhatsApp group, which is still on now, and it was fantastic. We were literally messaging back and forward every day about what's going on with, you know, work, are we able to go back to work, are we not, what benefits, not benefits, whatever it was, what money can we get, who's working, what you're doing. There was one girl, there must be about 30 people on the group, and we did that bloody York.
I saw it.
Did you see
where I remember it.
Where you dropped the
was it
brush,
the brush, and then you passed it on to someone else.
Yeah, we
so
did
cute.
one of them. That was mint in York. Out of everybody there, she doesn't live in York anymore, but there maybe was about 20 to 40 girls. There was one girl that said, no, why would I need to be involved in something like that?
Yeah.
And that was like, right, no worries.
Fair enough,
whatever. But and everybody, and that was really nice as well, because then everybody knows each other a little bit more. And we were going to do Christmas nights out and stuff, because when you're on your own, self-employed, we don't get a Christmas night out.
I was thinking of doing that, actually.
Yeah,
not just the beauty either. I was just thinking, like, girls that know me and Anna and that are self-employed.
We'll do it.
I was talking to Claire the other day, my friend who's the dog walker, and she said the same. She's like, I go days without even speaking to people.
It's
like,
mad, isn't it?
And you're self-employed, and you're self-employed but also working on your own.
Which
not
is
working
nice, them to have people from the industry backing you and giving you that support, because then you don't feel like, oh, I'm alone in this.
Yeah, defo. Which, again, that's the biggest thing I've taken from it. So when all these people sort of started messaging me, they were like, look, this is completely normal, how are you feeling? And it's really hard at first, and it does get better, and proper, like, bigging me up, and like just been really positive and nice, where like those people didn't even need to message me. They don't know me. Like, I've since met a few of these people, don't get me wrong, but which is another reason I'm quite honest and open on my Instagram as well, actually. Not only are you building rapport with people, they can see that you're freaking human. Like, you're just human. We're all just surviving, aren't we? Like, we're just getting on with it and doing our thing. So yeah, that is a big thing for me with the industry that I'm really grateful for. And I'm only 2 years in, so I wouldn't say I'm like massively experienced or anything like that, but I'm in a...
You are experienced, 2 years in.
Yeah.
How's it going now, do you feel?
Yeah, better. I'm in a couple of skin groups, and like when there's girls that are new to the industry and they're posting, I'll make an effort to go out my way to do the same, because I feel like, again, going to what I said earlier about practicing what you preach, I'm very much a person that I will give off what people give me. So when I know that I've had that experience, I would want other people to have that experience.
100%.
And I think in this industry, especially with skin, maybe not necessarily other types of services, but I think it's quite easy to give up if you're not successful straight away, which you're not.
It's a hard industry, because it's a luxury treatment. Yeah. Some people with, like, I mean, even nails and eyelashes, yes, it's a luxury treatment, but it's
a necessity, it's nails.
Yeah, exactly. What girl doesn't have their nails done? Whether you can afford it or not, you will find that 30 quid somewhere. Yeah. When it's your skin, I don't know why, but people don't always see it as that. I mean, it's a lot different now because skincare is massive. But it wasn't as much previously, so it's more of a new coming thing where people are investing actually in the skin. 100%. So it's hard to get them regular clients. Yes, I'm going to have it, because normally, but previously it'd be like, oh, I'm going to treat myself and have a facial once a year. Yeah, it's like, or when I go to a spa.
It's like a bougie thing, whereas it's not now, and especially what I do and what you do, it's more targeted stuff. Like, we're treating skin. You don't get people, and this is no disservice to my clients, you don't get people walking through the door initially for that initial consultation that have got amazing, perfect skin. You just don't get, like, they're coming to you for a reason. Yeah. And more people now are wanting to, I feel like the industry, and I know this just from growing up, because when I was growing up, it was makeup. Yeah, the more makeup, the better. When I look at some of my pictures when I was younger, oh my God, horrendous.
I had concealer lips.
My sister used to do that. didn't put my sister
on the light shade of
picture now.
And then I'd like back comb my hair and I was like, this thing here over my face with my concealer lips.
The line eyebrows.
With the line eyebrows, yeah.
Mint.
Horrific.
But, yeah, like, and now
it's makeup.
Yeah, my thing and my ethos actually with the business, and I totally believe in it, even though it is hard, getting other people to see it, is you should feel confident without all that makeup.
Absolutely.
Feel comfortable in your own skin. Like, I could never imagine a day where I wouldn't filter a picture, and I don't use filters on anything anymore.
I know, you're so good at that. I still do.
Yeah, like, and that sounds really bad because it sounds like I'm dissing people that do that. I'm not at all.
No, you're not.
What
that's
I'm saying
from
is,
my own insecurities why I do.
And
that.
I used to be like that very much. Obviously, I've done a lot with my skin. Like, my skin and even aesthetics wise is not what it was a few years ago. I've put a lot into that, so now I'm like, no, fuck that. Like, I've paid for this.
Yeah,
I've put all this effort in. I'm gonna like be who I am now. Do you know what I mean? And I was never really a girly girl anyway, so I couldn't be arsed putting loads of makeup on. So just skincare.
I'm at. Yeah, it's literally like, oh my god. Unless I'm going out, there's no way I'm bothering to put bloody makeup on my face. Can't be asked. I don't have the time. By the time I've got all muddy, shove my work clothes on, then that's it.
Can you imagine having kids on top of that as well? I always say this. I'm like, I struggle with my life, and I'm a single female with one dog. How do people do this shit with kids and multiple kids?
I have no idea. I struggle every bloody day.
Yeah, I always think of all my friends and like my sister and that. I mean, my sister's, she won't mind me saying it, but she's low maintenance. But like these amazing mums that you see, they've got like 2-3 kids and they're absolutely
glam to
so
death.
Glam, and I'm like,
how?
I can't even be arsed. Like,
I'm literally there with my makeup bag in front of my thing. I've got 2 dogs fighting at each other behind me. The other's running around trying to chew my slipper off my foot. Like me, if I'm
I just want to put some fucking foundation on.
Give me a minute.
But imagine kids would be worse.
It'd be awful, running off with everything.
But yeah.
So some dislikes. So that's what's really nice in the industry. I do love that. General dislikes. What have you got?
What industry wise? Oh God.
Or general, just your own.
General.
Icks that you have.
I don't know if they're icks, but definitely I could go on with dislikes forever because I'm quite I'm flushed. I wouldn't say I'm a negative person, but yeah, I would. I'm probably negative. I would say I had this the other day. This is why I know. But I bought some gifts from Home Sense, TK Maxx. The fucking stickers. The stickers that they put on the candles. Bought my friend a candle because she's just bought her first house.
Oh, yay. Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claire.
Oh, yay.
And hopefully she won't see this before I give her it.
Sorry, Claire.
She won't. I haven't seen her on Sunday. Sort of.
Claire does aesthetics and stuff, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. We'll get
we'll
her
have
on
to get Claire
point. We
on
will get
next
her on
time. Claire, you need to come on next time and you can be on too.
But yeah, they're stickers or any stickers that don't actually peel off.
Why do they put stickers on things that you cannot peel off? And it damages everything. It ruins it.
Annoying. So annoying.
Stickers on shoes.
Yeah, not
when you are you've bought a new pair of shoes, Zara shoes, because no expensive shoes will have this, so you can tell where I spend my money. A nice Zara shoes, and then I'm like quickly going out, I've got my shoe, I'm like, oh no, the sticker, rubbing it off, then get to walk with a Brillo pad, and then I'm having to walk around, and every time you see my foot, because you do notice, oh look at her shoe with a sticker on.
Yeah.
The like little white print under the shoe.
Nice.
Stickers.
But yeah, stickers. That's a totally random one, by the way, sorry.
Another ick. Let me think of an ick as general as that. This morning, I was driving to work, and then I'm putting money aside to save I feel skint this week. I'm putting money aside to pay off the wedding. I've just had to pay, I paid out full for the registrar, just everything. The dogs have had a £500 vet bill the last 2 weeks, and then I was driving to work. All comes
at once, isn't it?
The fuel came on. No! And that's my biggest hate. If there's one thing that I hate is filling up my car. That's one of my icks.
Giving
the fuel light.
Yeah, ditto.
And I
don't think anyone actually likes filling up, but
isn't it annoying when you've got to go and fill it up?
Those little annoying things.
Yeah, I won't ever fill up a fuel tank. I'm like, 20 quid, that's all you get. And then I start why you're there, fucking and then I have to go back 2 days later. I'm like, ugh. on, another 20 quid.
I'm opposite, you see. I'm just like, oh, fucking hell, just don't look at it, just fill it up, and then I'll be here in another week. It's fine.
So that's really clever. I need to start being smarter.
I've got a good one. I say a good one. I purposely don't go to the supermarket. It pisses me off. It makes me so anxious.
Which
the tills and the checkouts at Aldi, literally where they're like flinging the shit at you, and you're like, it's like some sort of, it's like Crystal Maze or something. Like you've got to get all in your bag. It's like,
do you know I quite enjoy it? I quite enjoy that now.
No,
so what I didn't realise,
not go to Aldi
I don't know if everybody knows this. So do you know? But because I didn't know this, and then when I got it, I was like, yeah. So there's a little thing
you're
at
like,
the end of the
thinking
till.
it's a game show or something.
Yeah, so I didn't know this before. So before I'd be there with my bags, and they'd be flinging it at me, and I'd be going like this, like, ah! But now I didn't realise what actually you're meant to do is that you put your trolley into the little wedge
slot.
Into the slot, and then they throw it at you. Boom.
Just throw it straight in the trolley.
You throw it straight in the trolley, and then you walk to the side, and then you fill your
Nah,
bag.
fuck that, because that's, sorry, excuse my language, that's like double the work for you. You've got to take it from there and put it in the trolley, move the trolley, and then put it all in the trolley into bags over there.
Well, that is what you've got to do.
Do it once.
It is annoying.
We're doing it this way because it's more convenient for Aldi.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm the consumer.
Why is it that they...
I'm the customer. Let's do it my way.
Why is it that they do that?
I don't know, but it makes me not go there. So.
Maybe it's like a thing.
It's like... Maybe it's so they get
like,
more people. Maybe it's customer service.
But it's definitely a rule. I heard that they had to like get it under a certain amount of seconds or something.
They're on a game show, aren't they?
They're on the game show,
and
I'm on the other game show, which isn't the winning show. Being like, yeah, throw it at me.
I really want to see
in the bag.
I'm just gonna follow you to Aldi one day and see how you.
But then they have all the good candles. Like I've got these massive candles from Aldi, and they smell so nice. My whole house smells. Them really big ones.
Yeah.
I've got the White Company fake candles.
I have been for ages because I refuse to go.
Do you remember when the Joe Malone ones came out?
Yeah.
I remember my hairdresser. It was.
I've seen these on your Instagram stories, I think.
Yeah, the Joe Malone ones. I mean, they're years old, but they still do them and they're still perfect. The pomegranate ones. And I remember when they first came out and he told me about them and he said, yeah. I was there at 5:30 before it opened, queuing up, and there was a queue down the road, and he said we all ran in and people were knocking each other out of the way, and he said he panicked, he only wanted one or two. So he picked up the full tray then and ran to the till. So he's like, if you've got any, they're only like $5 each if you want one, like that's fine. Because I panicked and bought them all. Yeah. So they do have all that good stuff.
Brilliant.
DLD. But yeah, I feel like we've done quite a long one today. Like we've done quite a long talking. We've done better than like half an hour last time.
We've probably got too much, haven't we? It's
too
probably too long.
But that's good.
But that's my dating life. I could literally go on forever and tell. Like, I could sit here for hours and tell you the shambles that is dating in 2024.
But I love the dating stories. I'm like literally living my life through you.
We could.
Every time you've got a date, I'm like, oh my god, so excited.
we could probably just do a podcast a week on dating alone, couldn't we?
But that's
I've got some good stories, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I've got that out of it, haven't I?
So maybe next time, I think we'll get somebody else in as well from the industry, and we can talk to them, and then we'll get some questions from you guys, and maybe there's someone in somewhere that we do, or someone who's maybe started a salon, or hairdressing, or something like that.
Absolutely. And if
business owners,
anyone wants to actually come on, just message us.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to come and chat absolute nonsense with us,
but talk about their job or whatever else,
we're gonna maybe gear some more of them towards the actual industry. But we would like to know from people what you'd like us to actually talk about.
We can follow up from there. Yeah. So thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. It's Halloween tonight. We've not had any knocks while we've been here. So